You've said these words 1,000 times in your life, but the way you've been using them has been quietly making you invisible. Not because you're boring, not because you're not good enough, because nobody ever showed you the difference between using these words to seek something and using them to communicate something. That difference is the gap between the man she forgets by tomorrow and the man she's still thinking about at midnight. The two words, I want and I appreciate. Simple, devastating when done right. Here's exactly why most men get them completely wrong. The uncomfortable truth. Here's what's actually happening in most conversations. A man feels something real, genuine interest, genuine attraction, and then he buries it. He softens it. He wraps it in maybe and sometime and if you're free. Hey, maybe we could hang out sometime? That sentence is fear wearing a polite mask. And she feels it immediately, not consciously, but emotionally. Her nervous system registers it as, he's not sure. He's waiting for permission. He doesn't fully believe he's worth my time. And the brutal part? She can't help that reaction. It's not judgment, it's biology. The brain scans for certainty before it opens to connection. Word 1, I want. Replace the fear with this, I want. Not loud, not aggressive, grounded. I want to take you to dinner Saturday. I know a place you'll love. Same situation, completely different emotional impact. One sentence communicates, I have desire, I have direction. I'm not waiting for your approval to have it. I'm simply inviting you into it. That's the shift. From asking to leading, from hoping to intending. And here's what women rarely say out loud, but consistently feel. A man who knows what he wants is a relief. Because it means she doesn't have to carry the weight of the interaction. She can simply respond to something real. Most men have never given a woman that experience, which is exactly why the ones who do become unforgettable. Word 2, I appreciate. Now here's where men who almost get it fall apart. They express desire, but they stop there. And desire without perception feels like hunger. Like she's an object of want, rather than a person being seen. This is where I appreciate changes everything. Not, you're amazing. She's heard that from 5 different men this week. It slides off like water. I appreciate the way you think. The way you see things is genuinely rare. Now you've done something different. You pointed to something specific. Something that proves you weren't just looking at her, you were actually paying attention. The psychological impact is real. When someone acknowledges who you are internally, not just how you look, the brain lights up in a fundamentally different way. It creates the felt experience of being understood. And most women haven't felt that from a man in a very long time. The contrast that reveals everything. Let me show you both in one moment, because this is where the gap becomes undeniable. Man A ends the date with, this was really fun. We should do this again sometime. She smiles, she goes home, she forgets him by Tuesday. Man B pauses, holds eye contact, and says, I want to do this again. I appreciate the way talking to you actually makes me think. That doesn't happen often. She goes home, she replays that moment 3 times before she sleeps. Same date, same man, essentially, completely different emotional residue. Because man B didn't just express interest, he gave that interest meaning. He didn't need her to validate his desire. He was already certain of it. He was simply choosing to share it. That's the difference between needing and choosing, and she feels it in her chest before she consciously processes the words. The detail that kills it or makes it. Here's where most men destroy everything they just built. They say the right words and then immediately keep talking, explaining, adding context, filling the silence because silence makes them uncomfortable. Every word after the powerful one dilutes the one before it. Say it, stop, hold eye contact, let the moment breathe. That silence isn't empty, it's weight. It tells her, I meant that. I'm not scrambling to soften it or explain it away. I said it because it's true. And congruence, your tone, posture, and eye contact matching your words, is what separates a man who sounds authentic from a man who sounds like he memorized a script. She reads your energy faster than she reads your words. Make sure they're saying the same thing. Most men spend their entire lives seeking a reaction, softening their words hoping she won't reject them, diluting their desire hoping she won't feel threatened, filling every silence hoping she won't lose interest. All of that seeking, she feels it, and it pushes her away quietly, invisibly, every single time. The moment you stop seeking her approval with your words, the moment you speak from genuine desire and genuine perception, something shifts in how she experiences you. You stop being a man she's evaluating. You become a man she's thinking about. Subscribe and drop in the comments which word felt hardest to use honestly. Because the friction there, that's exactly where the work begins.